Hi, Fred.
I'm Fred.
Hi, Sally.
No, Jack and Sally.
So
It's
we
Halloween.
are not at the lathe tonight because my day job ended moments ago. Let me get this one here. Got to mute that. We just watched the stream on this side over here. Make sure it doesn't fail. All right. So it is all up to snuff over there. Anyway, I just finished my day job moments ago, about 20 minutes ago. And we weren't ready for the pen turning live tonight. So I said, let's get on there and just have a great discussion about diamond painting pens, the e-painter, and everything under the sun that people want to know about and all that good kind of stuff.
And we have a lot of members that, get their email and how to measure their pen and what ends do I choose, what middles do I choose, where can I see pictures, and we can kind of go through the different steps when you get the email. Now, I appreciate those that pay for their turning service before their blanks get here, but it's best to wait so I can look at it and just see what kind of blank you want.
Preempting everything we're going to talk about.
Well, I'm just giving it up. I'm giving the table of contents.
Table of contents. Okay. First of all, let's say hi to everybody. We got Larry's in the house. Hello, Larry.
Hey, Larry.
And then we have another Lawrence. Lawrence, is that the same Larry?
I think so.
I don't know. Maybe he's one on his phone, one on his iPad or computer or something. Hello, Christina. How are you tonight? Hey, those Eagles did pretty good over the weekend, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Killed them Rams. Woo.
Kick those Rams.
He didn't. Kevin goes, he didn't have to run that last one. I go, I know, but that's what you do when you got the ball.
You run.
Telling you. Hello, Joe. How are you doing this evening?
Hey, Joe.
I'm thinking it might be the same guy. Larry, are you in two different spots? Could be. Let's see. We got Kev Dog. He's going to be over at the other desk there building a little brickhead kind of deal. And let's see. We got. Wait for the show to start while watching the Martin brothers out of Texas. I think I know who they are. Hello, Linda. How are you doing?
Hi, Linda. Linda is in Canada.
And we got Trudy. Hello, Trudy. Hello, Trudy. And we got Rachel. Hello, Rachel. Good to see you tonight.
Yay, Rachel.
We're recovering from yesterday, which as soon as the power came on, I think it was almost 5, wasn't it, Kev?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Close to 5.
And we all just ran around like crazy, mailing, shipping. I finished up the premiere I was doing. I turned a couple of more pens just to get them out of the way for Carrie, all that kind of stuff. And it was just like a nightmare. Nothing was organized. We were just running around because we literally lost nearly the whole day. And when I say nearly the whole day, I got rolling. I got up about 7, got rolling in the shop, engaged in something about 7:20, started the premiere, and an hour and 40 minutes into the premiere, power goes off. Just boom, not even like a flicker. It just went right off. So I thought, oh, it'll probably just come on in a minute. And it didn't. And it didn't. And then I thought, I wonder if they lost my whole 1 hour and 40 minutes of recording. And hang on, Kev. We'll get through them. Kevin's very excited. And it didn't come on. And then Carrie got up because I told Kevin, I said, Mom will be up soon because her CPAP machine won't be giving her any pressurized air and she'll think she's dying. So
I did. And so I thought it was my side of the house because that has happened before where my side of the house was not working. So I go looking for Tim all over the house. Everything's dark.
I'm just sitting on the couch in the living room playing with my phone.
I went right by him. Yep. And I went to the shop. No Tim in shop.
I was very quiet.
You were looking, trying to figure out what's wrong with him.
Oh yeah, but it was completely out. So she got up and I went for a drive around the neighborhood, make sure we weren't the only ones, but everybody else was out wondering what it was. A couple of electric trucks were in the neighborhood. And we thought, oh, good, it'll come on at 11:30. I hit the OGE website and they said 11:30. Then they said 1. Then they said 3:45. Then they said 5:30. And I'm like, oh, this day is gone. So we just sat there playing around with each other and watching YouTube videos together. We had a very pleasant day hanging out doing nothing. No power. Luckily, it wasn't getting very hot because, oh my goodness, that would have been terrible to have that temperature heat like that. So we just played around all day, and literally I'm going, okay, what are we going to do for dinner? And I said, don't anybody open the refrigerator or freezer. Keep all the cold in there that we can. So I DoorDashed a couple of sandwiches from Firehouse Subs. They're very delicious. Everybody knows that. In the minute, 2 minutes later, after I did the DoorDash order and they accepted the order, power came on. So we all went crazy. I said, let's get a whole bunch done before the sandwiches gets here.
Yep.
And then when the sandwiches got there, we ate. We went back in the shop. We got some more stuff done, prepped for today, so on and so forth, for some other things. And it was just a bummer of a day. So I cleaned up a little bit and did some stuff. But anyway, so we're here today. Had a big Monday. Nothing terrible, just a big Monday. Lots of activity. Everybody getting their world going. And I didn't finish work till just a little bit ago. So I said, let's put something else together for tonight because we're not ready to go turn pens. I got a bunch of stuff I got to do. I've got a number of ink pens I have to prepare for Marion, for her granddaughter. So tomorrow, I'm actually taking most of the day off. I've got about a 1 to 2 hour meeting in the middle of the day, but I'm going to go turn some pens in the morning and do my meeting and then turn pens all afternoon. So we'll throw up a couple of premieres tomorrow, should everything go the way I predict, and get going. So let's keep going down here. Let's see. Do we get Christina? Yes. Joe, Larry, Rachel.
Rachel says the Steelers won.
Yep,
I'm sure
Steelers won. And you know, Rachel, I grew up in Wheeling, West Virginia, which was a Pittsburgh Steeler town. So back in the 70s, I was throwing around a terrible towel. And that's where it all started, back there with the Iron Curtain.
His younger brother still bleeds Steelers. And don't even say Dallas Cowboys to him.
Don't even mention Dallas in his presence. Anyway, hello.
Both of your brothers.
You're lurking tonight at the ER waiting to be discharged. I hope all is well. I hope you just had a little bit of an exciting episode and you'll be going home and feeling better. Or maybe it's a child or cousin or mom and dad or brother, sister. But I hope no matter what's happening, everything is good. And when you say waiting to be discharged, I would imagine it's you. So I just mentioned everybody just in case. Hello, Stephanie. Good to see you tonight.
Howdy. Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Howdy. She got the dogs on the lap. And we got Denise in the house. Hello, Denise. Hope you're doing well. I think it's a day off, right? The gun shop's closed today.
Yeah, it usually is.
Sales are going to be big tomorrow. Had a wild Sunday there, and then people are going to be pretty fired up to get all patriotic. Power companies are doing their brownouts. I don't know what happened in our world, Larry. It literally just went off.
Just in this area.
And it was only 675 customers just in our neighborhood. And 6 blocks south of us, I was driving around, people had their lights on, like their garage lights, outside the garage on the wall. So, in a car accident. Uh-oh.
Oh, dear.
So as long as you're okay, that's good. If you can be here streaming with us and saying, hey, then it sounds like the car might not be so good. So everybody fingers up for her car to be recoverable. We hope.
Maybe a new car. That happened to me.
Or a new car. Yep. Anyway, so we have to do 2 things tonight. We need to share our screen and pick a Brickhead for Kevin. Let's see. Let's come down.
He's been looking forward to this all day.
That's the one. He'd been looking forward to this all day.
He was bummed yesterday. We couldn't go.
Hello, Emma Casey. Good to see you.
Hey, Emma.
All the way across the pond, Miss Emma is. Good to see her in here. Okay, Kevin, here it goes. Which one's it going to be?
We got 2 talented artists in the room, in the house.
Pretty exciting. Okay, Kev, looking like Revenge of the Sith.
Seems like he's going off.
Let's go this one here. Which Revenge of the Sith is already done? What number?
That is.
It was Anakin.
Yeah.
Number 4?
No, he wasn't number 4. I think. Do the box.
Where's the box?
He had the box a second ago.
I think he was number 2.
Number 2. You think?
I thought.
Shuffle. We shuffled. We shuffled so much they're in order again. Here we go. This will pick which Brickhead Kevin will be doing. Hello, Jackie JB. Looks like number 5, Kevin.
I gotta see. I had to.
You can't find the box.
Can't find the box of what?
What's wrong, Kev? You can't find the box?
Yeah, I thought I had it, but that's the Harry Potter one.
Oh.
Is it in your room?
Let's check.
Hold on, folks. We'll have to make sure 2 was the one.
So one of the things I want to talk about tonight while Kevin's getting ready with the Revenge of the Sith number 5 is, did you find it, Kev?
I'm still looking.
Is it out in the
Oh, there it
garage?
is. I found it.
Oh, he found it.
It
Good.
had to be in there.
Oh, we are doing Mace Windu.
Mace Windu.
Who's that? What's he look
That
like?
is the-
You'll see him here in a
It's
second.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, Samuel L.
Samuel
Jackson.
Jackson.
Nice, nice. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about tonight is the e-painter. No matter which brand of e-painter you have, this will 100% apply to your e-painter because they're essentially all the same.
Some will not let you pull the pen off.
Yeah, that's not the point.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
the point is they're essentially all the same.
so you think.
Okay, so
Oh, you're upside down.
what's that? It's all right.
Oh, okay.
So this is the e-painter. Doesn't matter what model you have because they're going to have a hose coming out. And then there's going to be a filter. What is this filter for? This filter is for picking up trash. You'd almost wonder on a little tiny thing like this how you would get some trash in there. But we all know that drills come with trash and it will be sucked up by your pen and it will be caught by this because you don't want that trash to go into your pump because eventually your pump will stop. And then you could send it to me and I could possibly fix it, but it might actually be cheaper to buy a new one. So, Hey, Angel Lee Rose, good to see you. So this is a filter. And the filter has a little sponge inside it that lets air pass through very easily, but keeps the chunks from going into your e-painter thing. Now, then you've got a big long hose as it goes roundy, roundy, roundy to the end of the hose, right? Okay. Some people are placing their filters on this end of the hose and some are keeping them here. It doesn't matter. Mechanically, as long as this filter is in line somewhere in this hose that's leading to your vacuum pump, you're good to go. You're good to go. So this is for stopping trash and it just needs to be in line. I have seen some people who will put it at the top next to their pen. That's okay. It does make the pen a gram or 2 heavier, which is really, nothing to worry about. And if you like it hanging on there because it looks like jewelry, that's okay too. So this is it. And of course, on your e-painter, you're going to have a charging port. This one is a USB-C and it's got some batteries built in so that you can charge it up and you can take it away. And when you charge this, it's actually going to have some very little lights here. The older models have very faint lights. Like when I plug it in, it's just got a red light. When you see the new ones now, they're a little bit more defined, but it doesn't matter. As long as the light comes on, it is now charging. You can use it now while you are charging it. So you can charge it and use it at the same time. It'll just take a lot longer to charge. But you can also just, use it later. It doesn't matter. Okay. Now let's talk about pens.
Emma wanted to know what Kevin was making.
Kevin is making a Brickhead, which is a Lego thing. And it is Mace Windu, which in the movies is Samuel L. Jackson.
In Star Wars, The Revenge of the Sith movie.
So I've got 2 e-painter pens here. Angel will love this one the most because it has the most glitter and it certainly is a Rapture resin. This is a Castaway Creations resin printed stitch with a couple of little hibiscus. Yeah, Carrie's right here next to me. And she'll do whatever she's doing later. But both of these, now this looks like a typical diamond painting pen. Has a baseball bat on either end, got a nice vase design in the middle, nothing more except it's got a hole all the way through the middle. And as you can tell, these do not come out because I have CA glued them in. They will not come out. The advantage of CA gluing a tip in is, one, it never comes off, no matter of the weight as you're moving that hose around.
Hey, Ann.
Hello, Ann. Good to see you. But the glue gives a very good seal around the whole tip, which increases your vacuum pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am, Angel. We know you too well. This one is just so you don't have to use washi tape or Teflon tape or anything else. And it has a very nice seal. And that CA glue seal will seal better than Teflon tape or washi tape. You can also use hot glue. You know, a lot of stuff to use. But what's key is with either one of these pens on this end, and by the way, this is just your typical, what was this turning, Carrie? TIE Fighter, right? And it's got a baseball bat end. And it's got a tip in there that is glued. Oh, this one isn't glued.
No.
Oh, I didn't glue that one yet.
No, because like that one is tight. That one was looser hole.
And you even get even though it's tight, you'll actually get a better seal by gluing it in. Now, if you have to get rid of this tip because something goes wrong with the end of it, you can just cut it off, drill it out, and it'll come right out, and you can put a new one back in. Now, the one that goes on this end, what you use is one of these typical diamond painting tips, plastic with a little brass insert. You don't have to take this brass insert out, but if you do, you will get more and faster suction at the other end of the pen. Why? Because this has, not that you can see it very well on this one, on the Leopard scope, you can see it like a champ, but this has, and you can see it, a very, very tiny hole in it. That will stop a lot of the vacuum. It won't give you much volume. It'll give you the same vacuum pressure, but it won't give you the volume. So what I'd recommend you do is you take a pair of pliers, any pliers will do, and just take this little brass tip right out. And it literally slides right out. You can just throw that away. And now you've got a much larger hole. See if I can get this in focus on this end here. So now when you put it on there, you have as much suction as you can get all the way to this end here. Excellent. And then you take this hose and you just slide it right over the top of that. And you can push it on as far as you like. So, and that makes the diamond painting experience much better. You got the suction going here, all the way through the tube, coming through here, down through the middle of the pen, providing the suction on the end. This is no more than a mini Dyson vacuum, just not as powerful or as loud. In fact, it's not loud at all. You can barely even hear it unless you hold it next to your head. Anything else you want to add to the diamond painting experience with e-painter pens, Carrie?
I mean, that's basically the assembly. It doesn't really give a lot of instructions. And I watched 2 or 3 different videos, and they were all 3 different on where they put the filter, where they put the tip, and they don't really go into where this little white tip, goes. So a lot of people didn't know what to do and were shoving the hose on this end and not putting the filter on, because they don't really talk about the filter. One did, my good friend Rachel Ray over there in Ireland, and she did talk about this, but one other video didn't really mention it, just started diamond painting with it. So if some people were putting with the hose right in there and it wasn't sucking through. So you'd have to be sure, and it kept popping off. Oh, this thing doesn't do it what it's supposed to do. Well, you have to be sure it's assembled correctly. So that will help with the suction. And you can tell if your air's working, put this part here, this part here up to your cheek, and it will like suction at it, and you'll hear this thing going very briefly.
You'll hear it. She was just humming just in case you couldn't hear the hum.
Yeah, you
So,
can't hear the hum.
Just to let you know, Angel Lee, this, even though it's fashioned after our e-painter thing with the we call this the bee stinger on the end, it could still be used as a regular diamond painting pen, right? You just don't use the vacuum tube, that's all. Let me go over this. By the way, it's important to have another one of these. Remember, without the tube on this end here, we actually had somebody try to push the hose into there like that, and it kept falling out, and it doesn't make a very good seal. So you'd have to really shove it in there, probably a ½ inch or so, just to make sure it stays, but it doesn't stay very well. So it is important to have on this end one of these tips with the brass thing removed, and then shove that on there, and you'll get great suction through that whole thing.
Yeah, we had forgotten some of our pens for the GLE retreat, but I did post them. I had Kevin take pictures, and we sold 2 of them. And the one person that was there, her name was Stephanie, and she went, and her and her mom were both there together, and they both bought e-pens and ordered the machines, the whole bit. And she messaged me, my hose keeps popping out. I go, what's it look like? And she sent me a picture, and I said, okay. And I told her about this little white tip. And I said, you need that on there because the hose is going to continue to come out and you don't get the suction you should. And so I showed her what it was and how to take it off, and did that. And she goes, oh, wow, what a world of difference. I mean, you can literally, if you forget and there's one drill that has that color in your little confetti world, that drives me crazy. So I have to fix it right now. So you can just go into the container and literally.
Yeah, you don't have to pour it out in a tray. Here, I'll fire it up just to show you.
So here's my little containers.
So here's Carrie's container. And all you have to do is take this tip, stick it down in there, and you get a drill. I don't think this one's charged up very well. It's not. Oh, yeah, it should be picking up. There we go.
There you go.
It just keeps picking it up. Yep. So you can go all day long and just pick those things up. Very cool.
Minor.
And I just spilled drills. Well, you got one mixed in there. It doesn't belong.
No, I didn't do that. It came that way.
Oh, man.
So, messy Tim.
That's okay. I'll get them all dialed up.
Okay.
But anyway, when you're doing confetti and you forget that one color, which was the point Carrie was making, all you have to do is just, pick it up with your e-painter pen out of your container and boom, good to go. Now, what type of blank can be made into an e-painter pen? Any blank that you want. I wouldn't recommend using a sponge because you wouldn't get that good of suction, but you can use anything else. So it is important to realize that if you got a wooden one or one with thistles and what do you call those things? Thistles and cat o' nine tails, like Grateful Pop and Jeremy Jensen or Jacob Jansen make, all that kind of stuff. That can all be used as blanks in making your pen. So there really is no limitation. You just got to have a good tight pen.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I got it.
I brought a tray just in case.
Yeah, I got it. So, yeah, so you can use wood, you can use stuff with inserts, all that kind of stuff. I got it, babes.
Well, you're okay. Whatever.
There we go. There we go.
Painful to watch you do
Painful to watch me do that.
That
says.
and typing.
Thanks for the tips. I love the pun, Stephanie. Absolutely love the pun. And you can use any pair of pliers. You can even use the pliers that come with your knife set and all that kind of stuff.
Now,
but everybody has 100 of these things sitting around their kits in the houses, right? Every kit comes with a couple.
old kits.
Yep.
And if not, I can send them to you with e-painter pen or whatever, just if it's transparent or clear, you will see the whole hole all the way through it. Might be not the best one.
Do you have an example of that? A
No.
clear one?
No, because I
No?
never get that. I always make sure it's a solid resin because I don't want that shown. But you can do it. A few people have gotten it that way, and that's totally fine if that doesn't bother you and you kind of want that. But I usually get them just like solid like this, solid.
And we do clean out that hole, because when you drill down through the middle of a pen, you're essentially creating dust. So we clean out that hole with alcohol to make sure there's nothing in it when we send it to you. That way, as you turn your e-painter pen on, boom, you're good to go. And Angel Lee, it's probably only a matter of time before you go, oh, an e-pen. Wow. That's usually what happens. And the reason is remember that when you're painting with your e-painter pen, you don't press to pick up the drill. There's no wax or putty in here. And we're not out of focus here. Come on, man, focus. Real tight now. These things take forever to focus. But you also don't have to press hard, because the natural adhesive that is sticking to the drill that you're placing down is stronger than the vacuum that you're sucking on here. So I don't know why that's not focusing. Come on, man. Focus on, there we go. But the suction is less than the adhesive pressure. So you can literally paint with almost no pushing, which relieves tension in your arm, tension in your hand, tension in your forearm when you're diamond painting. Now, there are some multi-placer situations. Why don't you talk about that, Carrie, about what's available for multi-placing with an e-pen?
Well, there are some people who have made 3D printed versions of them, and they just have holes. A lot of people multi-place and single place with their multi-placer. You can't do that with this. You have to cover up all four. You could try, but you don't get the suction on the other ones placing well with that. That's what I have found when I have used it. Now, Joe told me, Joe Atwood, our friend here on the channel, she told me, I just saw this thing on Rachel Ray and they got this vacuum thing and it picks up ABs. Like, nope, I'm going to get it for ABs. I'm like, it's a hoax. And I got a generic one that didn't work. And this is crap. And because the other one was out of stock, the Pic Mondu. So it came back in stock and I said, okay, I'll try this one. I'll return the other one and I'll get this one all through Amazon. I got one of these and I'm just got it for ABs. Well, my other pen ran out of glue dots and I didn't have the other glue dot box nearby. I'm like, okay, well, I'll just use this other pen and suck up the drills and do that. After that, like Rachel said, I haven't looked back. I make e-pens all the time. Tim, make an e-pen. Make an e-pen.
I need another e-pen for a model.
Yeah.
You bet, Angel Lee Rose. We're not here to swing anybody in any direction, just to how to show them to properly and most efficiently operate the e-painter pen if they do have one. So they're coming on strong. In fact, I think I did 5 e-painter pens this weekend, even though I had almost a Sunday off.
Yeah, we're just not turning pens, and Angel, and yours are a few weeks away. So we'll let you know when yours are coming up, or if there's a recorded video for you. So we'll let you know. Yep. You can watch.
I'm going to unplug this because we're not going to charge that up here.
Yeah. And Wednesday we're showing pens, so you might want to pop in. We'll see.
So we had a I don't know if everybody saw this, but I'm going to bring up, where is my mouse? Oh, it's way up there. I'm going to go to Facebook and get this video. So there was
look at Rachel's question.
Carrie, that's why I asked about making an already turned into an e-pen. Thought about mailing my other one back. Oh, that's a good question, Rachel, or a good comment. If you have an existing fantastic pen that you want to convert into an e-pen, that can be done. I just drill it from both ends so that it meets in the middle and we don't have a misalignment on the side.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. Oh, I want, where did Leopard Leather Works go? Here it is. But I did this. I was doing a pen for a customer this weekend. And let me see, we're going to make that big. And it was a Jacob Jansen pen. And if you watch the premiere that we put up Sunday evening, you can see that I actually paused for a minute during that premiere, which I rarely do. Usually on the premieres, I'm just cranking through. Oh, that's the wrong one. Oh, yeah, we could put us on there. And then I want to go down here. I want to share. I don't want to change the camera. I'm going to share the screen and we're going to go to Facebook. But this one here, this pen, and I don't know how I can make that bigger. I wish I could.
No, you can't. It's the way you filmed it.
Yeah. So this pen right here is a pen made by Jacob Jansen, and it has clear in it amongst the colors and the thistles and the cinnamon sticks. This smells great, by the way. So watch as and I'll stop at the cool places. So Jacob, check this out. As I roll this around, you can see the thistle. Look at that. You can see the three-dimensional thistle, spiky as in nature. And of course here it doesn't show as well as in person, but wow. And you can see the cinnamon sticks over here. Through that one.
And it looks better when it's buffed.
Here, you can see
the cinnamon sticks, the holes.
The cinnamon. And you can see the thistle down here too. That is one cool effect. Look at that. That is wild. Everybody knows how I love three-dimensionality. I just kept looking at this for minutes. I'm like, oh my goodness, look at that. Because you usually, as you know, just see the side of it there, but man, look it down in there. So Jacob, check this out as I. So that is that thing right there. Let me tell you, that was just way too cool. It was so cool. I asked Jacob if he had any more, and he has 4 more, and I just purchased all of them, so we'll get them in here. And Joyce Meyer has already said, I want one. So if you want one of those are way, way cool.
So
it was cooler when I buffed it.
Oh yeah, it was much shinier after Kevin buffed it, but I wanted to show everybody the right off the lathe or after polishing it up just a little bit. But after he buffed it, it got even clearer, which was just incredible. Let's see. Let's go over here. And I'm going to share with you a lovely friend of Leopard Leather Works. And his name happens to be, let's see, where's it at? Where's it at? Is it that one? No. Window? Oh, here we go. So this is a police department pen created and crafted by our own Larry. Good job, Larry. This bottom here is actually deer antler.
That's cool.
And I've got a couple of these in stock. They're not blue like this one. They're not dyed. Mine are just white deer antlers. But isn't that cool? And he flips it around. Oh, that's the wrong way. Where'd he go? There you go. Another pen he made. It's got the thin blue line down the pencil clip or the pocket clip. And this is also deer antler. Oh, you dyed it. Nice job, Larry. That's very, very cool.
Cool.
And then he's got, let's see if I can find the other ones. Then he did, what I really like about this one, and Larry, what kind of wood is this? I forgot. I think it was maple, wasn't it? Beautiful maple, clear tan wood.
Like maple.
And it's a great contrast to it's either very dark pewter or black chrome pen kit. And that looks way, way cool. So congrats, Larry. You made a really nice pen set, and the police are really going to appreciate these and theirs as well. It looks way, way cool. You did a very nice job. And we appreciate Larry being here all the time, so we want to show him off a little bit. And one thing I don't think we showed before is he makes these canes, and this is It's more of a walking stick, but you can tell me, Larry, what the actual name of it is. But this is a 3D printed Cobra head that goes onto the top of his cane. It's gun stock maple with a gunmetal kit. Excellent. Thank you, Larry. So that could have been used as a gun stock, that maple. Very, very nice clear wood. And there's the back of the Cobra there. Looks way cool. Here's the side.
That's cool.
Yeah, that'll look really good on top of a walking stick. And here is one of the walking sticks. And I believe this is the one you made for your dad, right, Larry, before he died? Yep, got U.S. Navy on there because his dad was a Navy chief and then did HVAC for many years. So he made himself a walking stick. There's the chief's anchor. It's called a fouled anchor because it has a chunk of chain wrapped around it. It says USN across it. And it's called a fouled anchor. It's a sturdy, steady stick for me to start carving. Yeah, try and carve. So this is the eagle head that he put on there. Very cool job. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Yep, I think that's what we got for Larry. So thank you, Larry, for sharing those with us. We always appreciate that. Let's see. Take that out of there. Carrie, what else you got tonight?
What else? Weren't you going to go over how to some of the training videos?
Yeah, I think most people here know, but what's really key is when you're measuring for your pen. We have a video up on the playlist. Oh, let me change the camera here. I'm looking.
Yay, Kevin's done.
Kevin's done with. Let me make it bigger, Kev. Hang on. There you go.
What time is it? How long did it take him?
It's 36 minutes, and we probably started 8 minutes into it.
Mm-hmm. Not bad. He's pretty good at these brickheads.
Very cool. All right. Now, I got to change the camera here. I'm losing it here. Let's see. Share.
Stop sharing. Stop screen.
Stop screen. And let's go to the camera. Go to camera. Go to, right here. We talked about when you measure your pen for a finger grip. You generally measure in the smallest part right here. And generally, if you'll notice, your fingers never really do get down in there. Most of your finger is up on the ramp here. But that gives me a starting place. And there is an instructional video up there that will show you how to measure that and then how to give the inches and how to convert the inches into a circumference, or excuse me, a diameter, because I'm going to be checking that with my micrometer down to the anchor or down to the caliper there in the right measurement. And they are never, ever going to be exact. If you order a 0.56, you may end up with a 0.55 or a 0.57 or a 0.58, but these are hundredths of an inch difference and will make very little difference. In fact, one of the benefits is, Carrie, hand me your stitch one if you would. Mm-hmm. I measured this one here, and this end here is 0.02 of an inch bigger than this end down here. So this is bigger. This is a little bit smaller. That's actually good for your muscles, right? You don't want your muscles to get stuck always in the same position. You want to be able to have some variability. Even if it's just a couple hundredths of an inch, it makes a difference and not tire you out too much.
Yeah, and I have a thicker E-pen, and I'll like pull the hose off and use that one for a while so my hands don't cramp up. Or if I feel they're cramping, I'm like, okay, time to change pens to a thicker pen so I'm not holding so tight.
Yeah. Now let's talk about blanks for ink pens, because I am making more and more ink pens for everybody. And they're a great gift. They're a great memento, all that kind of good stuff. This is not a good blank for an ink pen. And you almost wonder why. Well, what's interesting is, and this might actually be a little bit better than most, but when he makes his pens at Rapture Resins, most of the color of the pen, besides this sparkly stuff, is coming from the glitter itself. It's actually sometimes a transparent resin, and the glitter is just running around sparkleizing it. So what happens is, as you make this thinner and thinner and thinner, and you've got a brass tube in the middle, the color almost disappears, and it becomes sort of a clear, faint kind of thing. Oh, that's cool, Denise. Here, you got a Wizard of Oz pen up on top there. Remember we looked at it yesterday?
The writing pen?
Yeah. Isn't that what she presented?
No. No.
What Wizard of Oz pen does she have? That's Denise.
What does it say?
It says, oh, she can't see. Presented the Wizard of Oz pen to my aunt tonight. She loved it.
Oh, did you get a Wizard of Oz pen?
She must have, and it's the only one is the one with the yellow brick road in it, right?
Right. That's the only one. That's
Yeah.
the only-
Oh, I have it.
Oh, Kevin's got it. He's going to bring it in here so we can show.
No, not
No,
that
that's
one.
not Wizard of Oz.
The
Yeah,
Emerald.
it is.
Yeah, that's not ours, Kev.
No.
I saw the yellow brick road.
Yeah.
No.
To your aunt
DP.
for her birthday. Very, very nice. So Carla had a birthday, and now she's got a very cool pen.
Well, no,
And
it's-
Carla is a pen fanatic. So Carla knows very cool pens. Carrie's going to get the Wizard of Oz right now. You can get a Trump pen too, Carrie. We have a very unique Donald Trump pen. It's not political pen. It's more of a pieces that are in it pen that makes it pretty cool. Yeah, Larry, I believe those are your favorite pens. You did a fantastic job on them, I'm telling you.
Fantasia and Wizard of Oz.
Okay, so do you have the Donald Trump one?
No.
Have Kevin get that up on top of
Well,
your.
tell him.
Kevin, can you get the Trump pen on top of Mom's desk? It's up there by my business card thing. So this is a Wizard of Oz pen. It's done on Sierra Grande. It is a twist pen, so you twist it to bring the tip out. And this can be a number of different metals, but it does have the whole crew at the bottom here holding hands on the yellow brick road. And it's got Dorothy up top, and that Dorothy is borrowed from a stamp from, was it Grenada?
I think so.
No, it's a USA stamp.
Stamp.
It's not the actual stamp, but it's a reprint of the commemorative stamp for Dorothy. And let me get rid of the comment from Denise here just so we can see the whole pen. And then here's the cool part, is this little speck right there in front of my finger is an actual piece of a brick from the yellow brick road from the 1939 movie, The Wizard of Oz. So this comes with a certificate of authenticity. And if you are a Wizard of Oz fan, this is the pen for you. Kevin should be getting those other ones, and those are going to be cool. Then we also have what's called a Fantasia pen.
He's up.
Oh, this way.
Yeah.
And this is Mickey doing the Fantasia thing.
From the movie, and there's a certificate of authenticity because that was issued. I don't know, is that a stamp or is it? Just
No,
a
this
sign?
is just a. I don't think there's a certificate of authenticity
There
with this
is.
one. Is there? But this is a click pen. See this? Same pen style. It just clicks
Some people
instead
like
of twists.
Some people like.
So you can see they're very similar, but one is a twist and one is a click. It's very cool.
And that's a one barrel pen. There are some that are two barrel pens.
Yeah. But what she means by barrel is this section here that I turn.
Mm-hmm.
This is a one barrel pen, but there's like a cigar pen. It's called a cigar, not because it looks like a cigar, but it's just what they call it. And it has one on top and one on the bottom. Kevin, got the other ones?
As
You
you look
get it,
at the
Kev?
screen,
Oh. Okay, so let me make that bigger, Kev. Hang on. So this is a Donald Trump pen. It's just like the Wizard of Oz pen. But if you'll notice, those two pieces in there, the blue piece is from his tie when he was on the Celebrity, or
Apprentice.
when he was on the Apprentice show. The other piece of wood is from a piece of wood taken out of the White House when they restored the White House and did a bunch of remodeling back in, I think, Harry S. Truman days. So this is not a political pen. This is just a pen that's got a piece of wood from the White House, comes with a certificate of authenticity, and a piece of his tie from The Apprentice. So whether or not you're a Donald Trump fan, if you're a USA fan, you get the part with the White House. And if you're a Donald Trump fan or an adherent or whatever, then you can get it for the tie. I made a lot of pens and sold a lot of Trump pens, I can tell you. I didn't sell any Kamala Harris pens, but I had them at the ready, waiting to make them just in case she became president. I'm just here, running a business. I'm not getting into politics at all. But those are some of the pens that we can do. And Kevin has a couple of pens that he gave some friends. And Kevin, what were those two pens made out of?
The Delta Center, the core of the Delta Center where the Utah Jazz play.
Where the Utah Jazz play in Utah is called the Delta Center, and I think it's been renamed the Delta Center again. And they took up the floor one time when they were putting new floor down, and people bought up pieces of that floor, and one guy cut it up into pen blanks. Were both of them from that, Kev, or was something from the Red
Yes.
Sox?
They're both from the Utah Jazz.
Oh, both from the Utah Jazz. That's cool. So those are really, really fun. So it's amazing all the different things that we can do here at Leopard Leatherworks. Like I said, I'm going to have a little extra time. Am I getting ready to pull out the Elvis pen with a piece of sweaty scarf? I may have to have that one. If I can find memorabilia that's certified from Elvis, yes, I will. And if anybody out there has a sweaty thing they've been holding on for 50 years, I need it. We will stabilize it and cut it up into little pieces and put it in the pen. But we can get a lot of crazy stuff. The one thing I was working on, I did a Wizard of Oz pen for my work buddy from one of the companies that's my client for his mom, because her mom was a Wizard of Oz mega devotee.
Yeah.
And he asked me, because she's a very staunch Catholic, if I can find any wood from the Notre Dame Cathedral. And I got to tell you, I sent at least 30 emails to the Notre Dame Restoration Committee members, societies, all that kind of stuff, including the forest where they got the wood to make the new beams from Notre Dame. I could find nothing. Nobody responded. So I couldn't find anything from Notre Dame, but I tried. I tried really hard, searched for probably 2 hours on the web, gathering email addresses and all that kind of stuff. But let me see if I can find some Elvis memorabilia. That might be fun that he actually touched.
He could be part of his
I could get his old Rolex and make a pen out of that.
maybe a piece of his, like, that white suit he used to
That's
wear.
what she's talking about. Something he sweated over.
Yeah.
He gave his scarves away a lot. He would sweat on them and throw them at the crowd and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't have any of those, but
We haven't really looked, but we could.
I got you there. That'd be pretty cool. What else you got, Bear? Oh, let's talk about, and there's just a few people here tonight, but there'll be about another 150 people that watch this video. Let me put it back on the faces here because you're sitting looking at a really cool desk.
My Disney desk.
Okay. All right. So no matter how your blank, you come over here a little bit, babe. No matter how your blank arrives at Leopard Leatherworks. By the way, there's Kevin's Flintstone, Fred Flintstone. He's almost done. He is ripping through this thing like crazy.
Yeah, he pulled out I had bought when they came out with Diamond Art Club a couple of years ago. I think it was 2023. They came out with like every single character they came out with this, and then they came out with each character. And believe it or not, the one that sold out the fastest was Pebbles, and it was out of stock for quite a while. But we have them all. And Kevin decided, since I was finishing up this whip, which was 2 years old, and I found the drills that I had asked Diamond Art Club, hey, I don't have enough skin color and I don't have enough black. And so they sent them to me. I showed them how far I was and they could see I definitely needed it. And you can do that too by writing to support. But he decided he was going to pull Fred out and do Fred. So that's what he's working on.
So he's doing Fred, and he's doing Dino next.
Before the craft or treat event starts.
Hank Williams Sr. Like to get some of his guitar pieces. Wouldn't that be cool?
That's cool.
Now, so no matter how your blank arrives at Leopard Leatherworks, and there's a couple of different ways. One, there are pen drops all over the place. You can go to All Things Handcrafted, buy blanks from Bill, and he can have them sent to Leopard Leatherworks. You can go to
Cocoon.
Castaway Creations. You can go to Cocoon. You can go to Jacob Jansen. In fact, I think Jacob Jansen's going to have a sale for Leopard Leatherworks purchasers only this weekend, 25% off of a blank, which means if you buy 5 blanks, you're essentially getting 1 free. So that's really a cool deal.
Mm-hmm.
But no matter how they get here, they get here. And even if we're doing that Wednesday night thing, that Wild Wednesday, and we're showing a bunch of blanks and people are buying them or pens or whatever, when your blank gets here, Carrie looks at the blank and then will send you an email to tell you exactly what to order on the website. Super, super cool. And then you pay that pretty quickly, and then you get in line to be turned. And I think for most pens right now, we're at right about 6 weeks. I have a little catch up to do tomorrow, since that's why I'm taking the day off because of Sunday. And when I get finished with tomorrow, we'll be right at 6 weeks. So we worked our brains out, or I've been turning my fingers off to get ahead. And I love to stay right at that 4 to 6 week point because it's not too far. People can see the future real quick. People might actually think they live that long, right? So, nobody knows about 2 months, but a month, yeah, we'll all be here. So as they come here, Carrie generates the email and then sends it to you, and then you pay for the blank. And then when she comes back, she takes your order, she puts it in one of those big plastic envelopes with your order form in it, and it goes over in my to-do bucket. And I used to have 2 to-do buckets that were completely full, and I'm down to 1 1/4 to-do buckets. And the ones we did on Saturday were end of June, when did you say they were?
End of July, beginning of
End
August.
of July. That's right. End of July and the 1st or 2nd of August, which tells us we're right at about 6 weeks. So
now we also have a bucket. Everything is football oriented. So you're in line for the regular orders if you have 5 or less blanks. We have another bucket if you have 6 or more blanks, because that will take Tim 2 nights and then nobody gets to see different variety. And it's just not fair to that person.
Well, it's not about fairness. It's
not
about
fair. That's the wrong word.
If somebody has 8 and I do 4 in a live, maybe 5, because we're yakking and talking and showing and going to the microscope and all that kind of stuff, I would only get 1 person's done in 2 nights. That's why we take, if you have 6 or more blanks with us, they go in a special box called the franchise player box. And those get done on a premiere, which is not live. Looks like it's live when it's premiering, but there's nobody there. It's just me doing a recording and then putting it up there, because I can do those pens in about 15 minutes. So in 2 hours, 2 1/4 hours, I can get about 8 pens done. So that's how we're able to sort of, gain on the time. And then for the 1 to 5 pen crowd, we'll save those for the evenings, because we might get, if somebody had 5 pens, we might get 1 customer done that whole night, which is awesome. But then the next night may do 2 or 3 customers because they have 1 or 2 each kind of thing. Right. So we're just trying to balance it like that a little bit. Sometimes the franchise player bucket gets a little full because Sunday power, and it's the first power outage we've had here in 4.5 years we've lived here. So I don't know what the heck happened. Somebody short circuited or a mouse jumped on the line or something. I don't know.
It was just the wrong day to do that.
Wrong day to do that. Do it on a Wednesday when I'm at work and can't work. I'll go in and clean up the shop or something.
Yeah, lots of that. But Wednesdays are usually, and I hadn't done it in a while because I did 3 events. We did Mrs. Butter D, Be a Little Artsy, which was a great success. And I met many of you there. And then we did That was a fun event. Everyone said, I asked, what other artists would you like to see in the event? And everyone said Jeremiah Kettner. And Crash with Crash said, you should do it in July. Because I said, I have the Great Escape. I don't have any time. She was only a month. Do it for it real quick. So I did. It was mostly gift cards, but we had a great event. Jeremiah was very excited about it. He even was willing to come on live, and we got to talk with him and see how he started, and he got to answer any questions we had, and everyone had a wonderful time. So that was super fun. And we partnered with Crash with Crashly because they have some licensed art accessories, like pens and cups and cover minders and release papers, and then it all themes in. It's kind of like getting your outfit for the prom, which is a long time ago for me, but it's kind of fun.
Hello, Rebecca.
Hi, Rebecca. So it's super fun. So we did do that. Then we did the Great Escape with Rebecca, who's here. And that was all going about Christmas and winter. So that was super fun. And now it's like, So I did sign up for Drills and Chills, but I can't get in the Halloween spirit because I've been doing theme thing after theme thing. So, but we're just bebopping along, and we want to do another one because they're super fun. We are going to do Mrs. Butter D again next year. We are going to do Jeremiah Kettner again next year. That was the vote from the feedback. Everyone wanted to do it again. So we are going to do it again. We might do something else again. Maybe something in February. We'll do a poll in each of the other groups to see when you want to do them. I'm waiting to see what comes out the remainder of the year and on Black Friday to see what kind of theme, or we'll keep Kicking with Kettner being Kicking with Kettner, and it was more cat thing. And Crashly made a great Facebook cover for us. We made the Mrs. Butter D. And I said, I'll run it if you make the header. And she made the header for me, which thank you, Kerwin and Crashly, for that. So it was a great partnership. So we like to partner with everybody. I've already got a lot of the people from last time, as long as everything transpires well. Creations Moran has already agreed to the other two events for that, and do something, at least a tray for one of them. And then what else?
Stephanie says, and Carrie, I apologize for sending you so many emails, but as Tim teaches us all the things he can do, I keep sending you requests to adjust. Like I didn't know the ends could be different widths. Yeah. No worries, Stephanie.
No problem.
That's a great comment.
Yeah.
And here's why. We're friends with some of you folks on Facebook and stuff like that, and you will messenger us on Facebook Messenger. And we love to do that. All the personal stuff in the world, saying, hey, talk about sports teams, what's coming up for whatever. Did you see this event? Blah, blah, blah. All good stuff. But when it comes to any business questions, the best place is Leopards at leopardlw.com, because both of us have access to that email and I can see it. If you messenger Carrie, then guess what? I don't get to see it. If you messenger me, guess what? Carrie doesn't get to see it. And it's happened before in the past. I'll say something to Carrie. Hey, she wants it done like this. And Carrie's like, I never saw that. I'm like, oh, it's right over here. And I'm like, oh, it was in Messenger. So please, happy to talk to everybody in any venue you want. But if it's business, please stick it in Leopards at leopardlw.com.
Yeah, and a lot of people will comment to the video that they see Tim do something or have a question, and you can put it in the comments, but YouTube has changed, and they do not they do not message us when someone makes a comment. So we have to go back in, and then we have to,
find the comment, and we just don't get notified. You'd have to actually go to all the videos and read all the comments, and we don't get that many comments on videos, which is cool. Doesn't bother me. But if you send one there, we may not see it. So it's super important to Leopards at leopardlw.com. It is your best email. And believe me, Stephanie, I'm still learning stuff. I've been turning now for 2.5 years. We've probably got a little over 3,700 pens under our belt now. We're probably about 300 pens behind. And I'm continually learning stuff all the time about different pieces, parts, materials, the way I can do things. I never used a knife like that before. Now I found a new thing I can do with it. Plus, I'm getting ready to pull the trigger in about a week and a half, 2 weeks, to spend about $2,000 on the equipment that I need to make fountain pens.
And stabilizing too.
Yeah, so stabilize, I already have all that.
Oh,
I just got to get it all put together. I even have plenty of wood to stabilize. I just got to get the time, which is coming up in the next month, to go in the shop during the week and put stuff together. But yeah, Carrie, another good project for me, stabilizing our own blanks and stuff like that, our own wood, and making our own stabilized blanks.
Because if many of you remember back in the day, I bought the only person that was out there to buy from that we knew of, obviously we were new, was Bill from All Things Handcrafted. And I bought, Tim would travel to Germany and I didn't have anything to show or drop or do that. So I would buy some from Bill and then I would lay them all out. I mean, it was very ghetto. It was teared piece of paper, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'd lay all them out, take a picture, claim them, and then I'd kind of invoice you manually. We did this all manually. So we used to make our own blanks for matching canvases that sold out.
Which we're going to get back into.
Yeah, we're going to get back into
just because it was so much fun.
We did, I think it was Chroma. Chroma from Margaret Morales. We called it Chroma Charisma, and we matched the canvas. We did a lot of Enamorte, and she was very, very popular. She had more and more canvases out by Diamond Art Club at the time, and I did a whole bunch of pens to that. I did one that was by Camille de Arco, I think her name is. She did Pinkie Pie, which was your axolotl, and she kind of has some really cool. She takes animals or puts animals on it. This girl wears these animals on the hat. They're kind of cool. And she had this fox. It was called Foxy Lady. And this fox tail was all rainbow. And so I said, that would be a cool pen to take it just like the fox. And we did. And it was 10 colors. And there's Tim and I each doing 5 and turning all these different colors. And we kind of made it like ombre. And we did that. We couldn't keep those things in stock. We did 3 rounds of them. And each one looked a little different, but it looked like rainbow candy. And that's what it was called. And sometimes we get new members and they go all the way back. Oh, where's this pen? And then someone else sees it. Where's that pen? We don't make it anymore. I think I might have the recipe, but now I take pictures of the recipe that I think will be popular. So we did an Everest pen where we made the lighthouse for Dakota Dotweiler. We've done, I'm trying to think some of the other ones we've done.
Done a lot.
Like I said, I did a lot of Enamorte, and I would match the colors and the blues and did all that. And if any of you know and have seen me make a pen and match something for a tray or anything, I'm pretty good at color. So I'll ask Tim, hey, wisteria purple, what is that? It's pink. No, it's purple. It's wisteria purple or magenta. He doesn't understand that language. So
I don't see it.
It's pink. It's kind of funny. Oh yeah, Spangler. That's where I met Joe.
That's right.
And Marion and Cindy. And we met all those people in Spangler because
we did a dragon pen.
We saw a mold and Tim was looking at molds. I'm like, it's a dragon mold. That would be perfect for Spangler. So I made one, showed it to Kara, the principal painter. And she's like, I need that in my life. And so we did, and that became the event pen.
Man, we sold a lot of dragon
25
pens.
Of those.
Of just those.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't include all the other colors we've done.
Then we partnered with, I don't know if Emma's still here, but we partnered with Emma Casey, Enablers Outpost, Bijou Bliss, and us. And we made the dragon pens. And I said to Elizabeth, I go, do you want us to just make the blanks and you'll turn them? Oh, no, you do the whole thing. So I did, and each one got better and better and better and better. Spring I missed, but I happened to hit the right colors. And then summer, I flipped the colors that Bijou did in their tray that matched it. And then for when she would send me all she would send me was the filament, and I'd have to kind of figure it all out. Then she'd show me the tray, and I'd start making it. And then we were challenged for the 4th winged dragon. And then we did that for winter, and that was a hit. Winter was the favorite for everybody. And so we had like 4 of those, and they stay out on the website just in case somebody is a dragon person. And we went through 4 or 5 molds of the dragon.
Oh, I kept ordering molds
because they would wear out.
Now, here's a cool thing. We were contacted by one of our wonderful customers and said that she needed a particular blank made. And I thought, because we did this really cool, we did 2 versions of, what was the lighthouse one by Dakota?
Everest, that's what I was talking about.
Everest, yeah. And I poured those vertically, and then we put them together with the same thing, but I could use the white kind of go together. And somebody wanted us to make another type, and I figured out a cool way to pour it. I'm not going to give all the details out yet, because if it's a bad way, I don't want anyone to know about it. But if it's a good way, then we'll let everybody know as we reveal the blanks. But it's going to be way cool. It's for an ink pen, and I got to do math. I got to do pressure potting. I mean, it's just going to be a lot of fun.
I don't do math. I do color.
but it's going to be very, very cool.
So Margaret Morales is extremely popular, as a lot of you know. Mrs. Butter D is extremely popular. Jeremiah Kettner is very popular. And just if something sells out, I'm going to make a pen, because there's people out there that will want it. So I'm going to make a blank, and they sell quick. I post it on Facebook because that's the biggest audience we have. And I say, it will go live at 7 at this time. And I have people who sit there because I'll get bing, 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 and they'll all come at one time. So I am going to do Lumina, which was the one before the one that came out Saturday. That was a beautiful one. It had some purples and blues and pinks and gorgeous. I have some more of the paste, which is really great to work with. In fact, Rachel, if she's still here, her e-pen that she won, that I got her addicted on the e-pen, was Easter in a Pen, and that beige was the first putty, as well as the red in Everest. So we will be using some of these pastes. I got Sakura pink. I got like a purpley pink, which is good in there, and all that. So we'll be doing a whole bunch of pens ourselves. And so blanks
turned into pens.
So you can buy them. You can buy the blank from us, all that. It will be here. So it's not being shipped, or nor you wait. A lot of people buy a drop, and just because you get a drop does not mean that it's here yet. It will come from a caster. So, hey, I bought this at the end of May and I haven't heard something. Well, it took a while to get to us. And then when we get it, we have to process it. We may not be here. We might be out of town, which happened. And so it was, or I send it out, and you want to kind of figure out what you want to do. It's your first time buying and all that. So it's a process.
So Larry just mentioned, I wanted to make label blanks with deer, turkeys, and elk and fish. He thinks they would sell very well in his area. Probably true. The one that we showed before with the Wizard of Oz on it, this is a label cast blank. Now, what does that mean? That means that you get a picture, and then you print that picture on your inkjet printer with special waterproof label paper. So it's adhesive. And then you take that thing out, cut it out perfectly, and put it around a brass tube. And then you're going to take that brass tube, put it down in a special mold that has a couple of things that hold it right in the middle and seal it off. And you're going to fill in clear resin around it. I have those molds. I have the paper. If somebody needs a pen with a picture of their animal on it, which I think it'd be way cool, we can do that. And Larry, I'm right with you. I got to figure out how to get that going. I've never done the blank making process for that yet. So I'm going to have to play with a few, but I got all the parts and all the pieces to put it together. Plus I have pen kits, probably got about 150 pen kits, but that is cool. You can take any picture that you can print, you can put inside a pen. I would just recommend to size it correctly so you can see it really well.
And we will help you tell you what size to make
Yeah.
it and what size.
Or you just send us a great picture and we'll shrink it.
Yeah, we'll
To
do
that
that.
size.
So
Yeah.
I know a lot of people, when we had the paw blanks that we got for Claws and Paws, they were all resin made. They were not 3D printed. And it was a blue one with very fair pink. We sold a lot of those blue ones and a couple of green ones. Nobody liked the chocolate brown. I don't know why, but anyway, so we had another
Until I turned it.
yeah, and he turned it. Oh, I want that pen. I need that pen. Everyone loves their animals. I don't know if Linda's still here, but she bought that pen, that blank in the blue, and she's making it a cat writing pen. We do have a cat pen kit. And I'm having Tim make me one for a model just so I can show what the whole finished product looks like rather than a photo. You can see an actual blank in that format. So, and we do have a dog pen kit as well for the dog lovers. So, lots out there. So,
Okay, so Joe, you should have received the crochet hooks that we sent. Did you get them? Because Rebecca would like to know
She did get them.
how the crochet hooks are. Now, Rebecca, about your crochet hook it's in line to be turned. We're probably, 5.5 weeks out on hers because other orders came in after we got that in. Yeah, probably about that. Unless that hat happens to arrive really fast,
yeah,
then I might be able to twist my own arm to get it done faster. Hello, Linda.
Listen to that voice. She's smiling because we talked about her cat pen.
That's it. That is it. Very, very cool. So, Joe, how do you like the crochet hooks? Does it feel good in your hand? So, I didn't make the crochet hooks. I only made the handle for the crochet hooks. And you take the crochet hooks and you put them in and out of the handle as you need that particular size. Let's get a review from Joe. And let's see. I can send mine to Rebecca so she can try them too. She's liking them so far. Nope, just keep yours. Hey, Starla, how you doing? Keep yours, Joe. Test them out. Put them through the ringer because the one I did for Joe is a very plain handle, just a slight arch from end to end in it. Should feel comfortable in the hand, but I don't know what crochet people need for a comfortable hand. So for Rebecca's, we're going to do a baseball bat end down near the end with 2 balls on it, like another pen that she saw somewhere that she thinks would help her hold it really well. So I wouldn't call it ransom. I mean, that's pretty rough words, right?
Gosh. Well, you do report cases, so, hey.
Yeah, I mean, no crime going on here, Rebecca. Nothing to see here, officer. Move along.
No.
But yeah, Joe, keep them, use them. We just want to know how it feels in your hand. Does it need to be thicker, thinner, have ridges? Can you hold it well? All that kind of stuff. I don't know anything about crocheting, so you got to tell us.
Yeah, and some, like Rebecca and a few others who are out there might doing a video or something. We do have the kits for making X-Acto knives. If you are a sewer, quilter, whatever.
Another project for Tim.
Seam rippers, we can get those. They are available, and so we can make handles for that. So
nice, Joe. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's all good, bad, or indifferent. It's the very first handle I've ever made for a crochet hook, and I don't know what it takes and what people, we may invent the ultimate crochet hook ever, and everybody will want one. And we'll make 1 million of them, and that's okay because I'm going to be retired in about 1.5 years, so I need about 1 million things to do by then.
We'll keep them busy.
Yep.
And I'm getting ready. Kevin is going to be helping me list a lot of blanks onto the website. We used to have a lot on there, and then we got so busy. Tim's like, no more. And so we never got back in the zone, and I got busy. And so we're going to be putting those. Kevin is going to be helping me do that. We also are going to put up some kits and then have maybe an auction or a listing and go over the ones that are available or whatever.
So as you can tell, we've got a little bit more room to breathe.
So lots of different things will be going on. So we do the trays. So that's an option that if you need that tray that Kevin was using earlier, that was taken from an idea from Cindy.
Cindy, by the way, is not here because her daughter's in town, I think.
Yes.
Cherish arrived.
Cherish was there. And that is made from drills. Some that I think the blue ones came from Cindy, but the blue and green, maybe. Yeah, the blue and green came from Cindy. And we copied the idea and we put Kevin to work by colorizing the silver and the white.
Gosh.
And yeah, that was not a project he liked.
All right. We got much else because we could sit here and shoot the breeze all night, but people got things to do. I think Rebecca's going to go live soon. She's got something coming up. Probably what, 7:30, Rebecca? Going to do, what is it, block building Monday, or what does she do on Monday?
I think she just play games. No, is that Sunday?
No, some kind of crap. We haven't done Pow World for a while, Rebecca. We got to get going with that. I need more game playing in my life.
Oh my gosh. He sits there and does truck building and come in there and he's building and moving dirt.
Yeah, man. get my dump truck.
And it's funny. One real quick thing. When we were in, as we mentioned, the day that we were going to go to downtown Disney and kind of do the last little day shop and do all the fun things. And we were just exhausted. So we just like, okay, let's a little bit. And then we just started watching YouTube and shows and something that was about some girl that got catfished. And we just started. So I had a little project that I brought. They are from Jada Gem Shop. They're little bookmarks. These are really big bookmarks, but I did this one, which was, it's a 3 set. And I did that and Tim played games. So I sat on the bed and did this because it's small. And so this is kind of Halloween-y, poison apple and rest in peace and very fun to do. So
it's all about death.
Yeah, it's all about death.
Watch out, Tim.
I actually saw these at the GLE. Elissa Mank from Mank Arts and Crafts was doing them. And I just thought they were super cute. And I said, where'd you get those? Jada Gem Shop. So I quickly ordered them. And I thought they would be fun. A fun little project if you're sitting on the couch while we watch TV. So
very fun. All right. I think that's about all we have.
Yep.
Just covered some general stuff, had some fun. We'll get to some more stuff. Watch for some premieres, hopefully tomorrow. I am taking the day off, quote unquote. So yeah, that's about it. Kevin, you got anything?
Nope.
Oh, very good. Kevin's doing Fred. It's probably going to be finished by Wednesday.
And Kevin is doing his first event with Rebecca and J-Rob, DP Addiction Adventures. I can never remember.
DP Addiction Adventures.
There you go. I got the words right. Just twist them around. And they are doing Craft or Treat. So please join that. And Kevin is doing Donald Duck as a Vampire.
Very
so
nice.
He is participating in his.
Hold on, I'll show it.
Okay, Kevin's going to show his canvas, and he's going to kit that up. And he wanted to participate. Rebecca asked him. I'm sure your mom has a Halloween kit in there somewhere. I did, and I let him pick, and he found that. So that's what he's doing. There's Donald Duck. It came out last year, one of the first Disney kits that Diamond Art Club had when they got the licensing through Disney. So he's going to do that. And I have 3 I can't decide on, and I'll probably spin the wheel and decide and start doing it.
All right, everybody. Kevin got it? Oh, it doesn't have it yet. Oh, he's not showing it?
He showed it. He just showed
very
it real
good,
quick.
very good. Okay, everybody. Have a good evening. We send you over to Rebecca. Go join Rebecca's channel and watch her put something together, I'm sure.
And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to our channel. You'll know when we go live and when Tim's turning pens. And I do send, I know Tim talked about the email, but if it's very quick, if you have Facebook and your order comes up, I will send a quick Facebook message just because most people get notifications for that. Not everybody gets notifications for mail. So I will say, hey, Tim's turning your pen right now, 45 minutes into it. If you can't join, you can watch the replay. So I do that, but that's the only business I'll ever do other than, hey, I sent your email for next steps or your pen's being turned.
And we are very, very chill here. This is just a fun stuff that we do. I got a day job. I'm a hypnotherapist. That keeps me busy. Carrie's fully retired, so she's busy doing a whole lot of nothing.
We have
Okay, diamond painting,
appointments
and all that kind of stuff. But
old lady appointments.
but it is it's just chill. Don't be afraid to communicate any way you can. Try to keep all the business to leopards at leopardlw.com, but there will be no question unanswered, and we continue to grow and learn and have fun. If we're not having fun, I'm not doing it, and I am having a ball.
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely love it.
He found a Vogue video, his first lathe, which is now the buffing lathe, and there was like nothing on the wall, nothing, not many, no iPad, no big TV.
It was the beginning. It looks like a beginning. Go back a couple of years in our YouTube videos and watch in the beginning. It's like, wow. And now we're just full blown having fun.
Yeah, he went live, and I'm like, no one is going to watch you live turn pens. Who would do that? And now look at all of you guys. So it's fun. So,
on that note, see y'all next time. Watch for the premieres.
Bye.